Hello everyone. It's been 2 weeks since we got home. No, we were not supposed to stay this long. We were supposed to stay only a week. I haven't picked up my camera for maybe 2 weeks also, so it's kind of weird now and awkward to speak to the camera. But I really wanted to give you an update of what we are going to do next, because our plans changed a little bit. We decided to stay for a bit longer here at home because we felt like during the first week we didn't really rest as much as we wanted, because we were visiting family and friends, so we were out all the time. And when we were home, I was editing some videos because my computer is really bad and I couldn't do any work in it, so I took advantage of my company's computer. They allowed me to, so it's completely fine to edit some videos. So I was working non-stop for about a week, and we were still, like, our bodies were still a bit stiff and hurt, so we wanted to rest our bodies a little bit more. I have some knee problems for about 10 years now. One time I woke up and I felt my knees a little weird 10 years ago, so I went to the doctor and my knees were a bit crooked, so I had to do physical therapy for about 4 months, and now I still feel some pain in them. Working at the farm and going up and down all the time, they were hurting a lot. That's why I also wanted to stay a little bit longer to rest them. Also because during our first week we did a lot of different things. We visited some friends and family. We also went to my office, which was really nice because I got to see my boss and some of my colleagues. Good morning everyone. It's Tuesday today. I feel like I haven't been recording that much, but I'm just enjoying the week here. Today I decided to come to my office to speak with my colleagues and my boss, so I'm going to see everyone. Not everyone, because not everyone is at the office, but some people. And I'm excited about it. I just arrived and I'm going inside now. We are arriving home now to the other side of the river, and it was great to be at the office. I spoke with my boss, he was really nice. And then I saw a couple of my friends and colleagues, and now we are going to one of our friends' place to have lunch with him, and in the afternoon I'm going to meet another one of my friends. So yeah, it's a good day, I think.
It is indeed a good day. So basically, I just waited in my car for 2 hours, and suddenly she called me. Oh, you could have been inside for the 2 hours reading a book, more comfortable. So it took 2 hours until they came to that conclusion.
Yeah, but I thought like he couldn't go in or something because it's a company, and
2 hours that I waited.
But I didn't know he could go inside, so yeah. He'd stayed in the car just reading and sleeping, and he wanted to go to the bathroom to pee and he couldn't.
Yeah.
So, sorry. My boss was giving me a tour and I was telling him about my experience, and he was really interested in that. And then one of my friends arrived and she asked Zed to come inside so she could give him a tour also. And it was really cool for him to see where I was working, like, oh, this was my desk, I used to work here. Yeah, so that was cool. And besides being with friends and family every day, I was also editing a lot because my computer, the one that I had at the farm with me, is not working really well. That computer is about, I don't know, maybe 12 years old. So I spent the whole week non-stop just working on that. And we were really tired by the end of that week still. So we were like, okay, let's just stay for a little bit longer. I don't know if you remember from my first video, but I told you that we already had 2 farms confirmed for this year. So the first one was Cimo de Vila, where we stayed at, and we had another one lined up for May and June. So we had to fill out a form to tell them what we wanted to learn about. And our idea was to learn about seed saving. And after filling out the form, we spoke to the woman managing all of the volunteers. We had an idea of the place, and when we spoke to her, we got a completely different idea. So basically, although we said we wanted to learn more about seeds, we were not going to do anything about it because we didn't know. But it's not the season to do it, it's not the time to do it. So we were not going to collect any seeds or learn how to save them. So that was one of the things that we were like, okay, then what's the point? And the second one was that they usually only accept people with experience, although you are a volunteer and you're doing this to learn. The vibe that I got was that they don't want to explain a lot of the things, they just want the job done. That was the idea that I got. I don't know if this is true, it's just my opinion. Because she was like on the phone, yeah, we mainly accept people with experience. And it's good that you're a couple because we only have to explain things once. And we were like, yeah, but we are not that experienced, and although we are a couple, he might understand things in a different way that I do. Yeah, that was not very cool. So we were like, we don't know if we want to come here. We were struggling with that for about a week or two, trying to decide what to do because we had a different proposition. What does this mean? So let's go back to our first week at Cimo de Vila. And on our first week, we were taking the chickens out. We were shepherding them. And Isabel just arrived at the farm so she could hear the chickens, I don't know, or maybe us. So she went up the hill to meet us. And it was our first time speaking to Isabel. We never spoke to her. And she was like, okay, so what do you guys want to do? What are your ideas? What do you want to take out of this experience? And we told her, okay, so I took a year off and our idea was to explore as many farms as we could during this whole year, to take as much knowledge from each of them as we could. And she was like, okay, but have you thought about like staying at one place just for the whole year, because you're not seeing the whole process? So for example, you're here at Cimo de Vila and you're starting to plant and to seed, but you're not going to see the other stages of the farming. And yeah, maybe other farms do it in a different way and you could learn from them, but maybe it would be nice for you to see how it goes in just one farm, to see the whole process. And we were like, yeah, actually that makes much more sense, because we are planting a lot of stuff here and we are not going to enjoy them, other people are. After that conversation, actually Isabel, every time she saw us, she was like, oh, have you thought about our conversation? Have you decided what you want to do? I would really like you to stay here the whole year. And we were like, oh, we don't know, we need to speak to the other farm and everything. But we were delaying it because we didn't know what to do. We already had said yes to the other farm, so we didn't want to say, oh no, we are not going now. So we found like a middle term. And we spoke to them, like we sent them an email asking, since Cimo de Vila only has about 3 people to manage 4 acres, they asked us to stay here and to help them, and we would really enjoy it. We would really like to do it, but also we already have a deal with you, like we already said yes to being at your farm. So we were thinking, instead of staying with you for a month and a half, almost 2, we would stay only for a month. And that's why the woman said, okay, let's just talk on the phone and manage our expectations and everything. And she wasn't really nice, because I didn't say, oh, let's just change this. I said, can we change from 2 months to 1 month? And then she told me all of those stuff, like, oh, you like people, we mainly accept people with experience. It's good that you're a couple because we only have to explain things to you once. So especially Zé, he was like, oh, I don't want to go now. But also we didn't want to say no to them. So we were having like a big dilemma. So during lunch one time, Flo came to us and he said, okay, I just had an idea. Let's just send him an email through the account from Cimo de Vila and tell him like why we need you and why we think that this wouldn't be a good fit for both parts, like for them and for you. So they wrote an email, they sent it to them, and they replied saying like, okay, if you don't want to come, you don't need to come. It's just that we already said no to other volunteers because of you, and that's one of the things that we were feeling really bad about. But yeah, so we canceled our stay in there and we decided to go back to Cimo de Vila. That's basically it, and we are going to stay there until September. We don't know if we'll stay longer, but for now we'll be there until September. Maybe we'll come here for about a weekend or something, but it's really expensive to travel up and down. And also me and Zé, besides all of that and helping Isabel, because we still want to help her and learn from her and her business, we are also thinking about starting our own project at the farm. I'm not going to tell you about it right now. Maybe I'll do just a video explaining everything about it and showing you what we are doing. I don't want to give you too many details, but that's our plan. So help on the garden, help Isabel, and start our own project or projects. Our first week here was chilled because I was doing a lot of different things. I was working on my computer, editing, I was with friends and family, so it was more chilled. But this second week has been much more difficult for me to stay in the city. I'm starting to feel a lot of anxiety and stress, but I'm always anxious, and I've been having nightmares, and yeah, I think like since this didn't happen to me at the farm, I think I can say for sure that I was not meant to live here in the city. I was meant to live in the countryside because I don't know how to handle all of these emotions and stress and anxiety anymore. It's not been easy this last week, but I've been with my family and I've been resting, so that's a good thing. I've been learning a lot more about video editing and YouTube and how to film. And also a few different things for our project, so I've been trying to learn as much as I can. That's our plan for now, and we are leaving on Monday. Flo came to Lisbon to meet with Henrik. So Henrik, that left about, I don't know, maybe 4 weeks, a month ago, from the farm, is already in Lisbon, and I don't know if you remember, but he walked all the way there, and so Flo decided to come to Lisbon and spend the weekend with him. So Flo was staying here until Monday, so we decided, okay, let's just stay here until Monday, and then we'll give a ride to Flo up, and we'll go the three of us together. It doesn't make any sense for him to pay for the bus or the train. So I already packed everything. I have everything done. If I took a lot of stuff last time, I'm taking even more this time, because I have 3 bags of food. I have 2 bags with sheets and blankets for our bed because it's really cold at night. What else? I have 2 bags with clothes. I have my camera gear, and for now I think that's it. But that's a lot. But it's good. It's better to be prepared. That's everything. And I hope you'll stay for our adventure at the farm. I hope you're enjoying these videos. I would really appreciate you if you give me any feedback about my videos. What would you like me to film more? What would you like to see? What am I not doing so well and you would like me to improve? So if you have any feedback that you can give me, it's super appreciated. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you at the farm. Bye!